Quarter-finals of the Champions League doesn't get much better than this. There's some cracking matches over the next couple of days. We'll focus on Tuesday. Manchester City taking Dortmund. It's Real Madrid against Liverpool. As we welcome to the show, Shaka and Don, Jules still with us as well. Let's talk about that big game in Spain, shall we? Real Madrid taking on Liverpool. The bookies have Liverpool quite big favourites. 7-4 on. Real Madrid, the outsiders, at 5-4. I thought I'd ask our guests their predictions for the score on Tuesday in Spain and then overall who would go through. Don and Jules both have Liverpool winning the first leg. Ali has Real Madrid winning the first leg and going through. Shaka, I'm drawn to you.
What?
Real Madrid to win the first leg 2-0, but still Liverpool to advance. And maybe I'd understand that under normal circumstances. 12th man, big European night at Anfield. But no fans, that's a big ask, isn't it, Shaq, to come back from a 2-0 deficit?
It is, but I think Liverpool has saved a lot of their best football for the Champions League during the course of this season. So while they go to Madrid, and I just think Madrid's midfield three will be far too strong, they'll be too comfortable at home and get what looks like a comfortable win. I think Liverpool on a European night, throwing all caution to the wind.
But the midfield is still the same.
Yes,
Valdebebas, an empty Valdebebas or an empty Anfield.
It's a European night. It's a European night, throwing caution to the wind, without the leadership of Sergio Ramos. I think if Real Madrid find themselves on the back heel, and they will, they'll fold.
Ali, you have gone for Real Madrid to win at Valdebebas and to go through.
Correct.
And you're not worried about the European nights at Anfield?
At the empty Anfield.
Yeah.
See, Shaka was making my argument for me in that I agree with him. That midfield of Real Madrid will control the pace of the game. And if indeed they're allowed to do that, then they're going to play the way that Real Madrid wants this game to be played. Liverpool wants it to be back and forth. Real Madrid doesn't want a part of that. And so it is up to Casemiro, Kroos, and Modric, who at their very best, when they play well and they play well together, they are the best in the world in those positions, together, and in the midfield three. One of the strengths of Liverpool as of late has been the presence of Fabinho in the midfield. I still think that Real Madrid would be superior to them. And here's the other thing that I would say. Don't forget about the role of Federico Valverde for Zidane in Champions League and the athleticism that he gives this team and the possibility of him playing when he can tuck in the middle and help the midfield three, but also join in the attack because he has that amount of pace to get forward. I think Real Madrid will control the pace of the game, and if they do, they're going to go through.
Don, you're not buying what Ali's selling?
No, I think Ali's been a little bit romantic of how Toni Kroos and Modric were playing probably 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. They were exceptional. But I would never swap Liverpool's midfield three for that three right now. I think they've got too much legs. I think they've got too much industry. Ali's right in Fabinho is the big key for Liverpool. But Thiago had his best game against Arsenal at the weekend. He ain't going to give the ball away, so he's going to control the tempo in there. Gini Van Alden was one of the best at getting around the pitch. And then the front three, I think, is strong. I think we're splitting hairs at the top end of the pitch. You know, with Real Madrid's front three, it's exceptional, but so is Mane, Jota and Salah. Midfield's always the key. And we can talk about Kabak and Phillips might be a little bit of a weak link, but they've been playing well of late. No, Ramos is key for Real Madrid fans because Varane's not the same player when Ramos is not beside him. So if it's going to come down to a midfield battle, I would back Liverpool's midfield three all day long.
There's no chance. No chance. I don't care how romantic Don thinks I'm being right now. There's no chance that the midfield three of Real Madrid is inferior to that midfield three of Liverpool. And don't tell me about Thiago Alcantara and tell me how great he has been against Arsenal. Don't tell me that, because the criticism of Thiago Alcantara is that he hadn't been able to make the jump from Bayern Munich to Liverpool up until last week against a soulless Arsenal. So, please, let me be romantic. If I want to be romantic, let me be romantic.
I know, but Thiago, listen, Thiago's not had Jordan Henderson alongside him. He's not had Fabinho alongside him.
Well, he doesn't have Jordan Henderson still.
Players, no, but you know what I'm saying. He's got Fabinho alongside him. He's got Gini Van Alden alongside him. He's got legs. Thiago can't operate in a midfield two or a midfield three if he's going to try and get around the place and try and go box to box and close everyone down. It's not his strength, nor is it Luka Modric's strength. You know, Toni Kroos is a ball-playing centre-half, but I struggle to see how they're going to control the tempo. I think if it's on paper and you look at the romantic names of Kroos and Casemiro and Modric, you go, my word, that is a midfield three. When it comes to playing against Liverpool's midfield three, I don't see them getting on the ball. I think they'll smother them.
Jules, you're not romantic either.
No, but I get the midfield battle, of course, and it's always, or usually in those kind of games, it's a key part of it. I'm looking more at the Liverpool fullbacks, for example. How is Vinicius going to defend on Trent Alexander-Arnold? How is Asensio going to defend on Robertson? Because you cannot leave Lucas Vazquez 1v2 or Mendy 1v2 either. And we saw how good Alexander-Arnold was against Arsenal, for example, on Saturday. So this is also a big key and a big part of that battle between the two teams. I would love Klopp to go 4-2-4 and have Firmino and Jota and Mane and Salah. I'm a bit romantic in that way, and it's not going to happen. But the boys are right. I think a lot of that game will be played in midfield anyway, and who wins that battle will win it.
Very much looking forward to it, and of course it will dominate the conversation on the next edition of the show. Be sure to join us.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.